I'm not really sure why I deserve this, but I must make a demo. The marketing team told me to. This is Klaaro. This is Agentic Document Processing. It's pretty fancy. You could load a dataset that we have curated for you as a demonstration. But since this entire video is a demonstration, I'm just gonna create an own dataset because I feel like it. Create new dataset. I'm gonna name the dataset invoices because I'm gonna upload invoices, and I could add a description, but I really don't feel like it. This is what my dataset looks like. It's empty. I could load a demo. I won't. I've prepared a file somewhere. Great. It's an invoice. So what Klaaro does is it reads your file, but it's not just OCR. Klaaro is a multi-step pipeline that reads your documents, classifies them, and extracts the data from the documents according to a data schema. You might ask, he just dropped in a document, which data schema is the AI gonna use? I don't know. Klaaro builds its own data schema if you don't provide it one. So we're really a fully agentic document processing platform where every single step of the pipeline can be done by an agent or by you, depending on what you prefer. Great. This is an Amazon business invoice, and because we're located in Germany, it's not called invoice, it's called Rechnung. But as we can see here, the pipeline actually classified this as an invoice. We could also switch the language to German, then we would probably have gone, then we would have probably gotten Rechnung. I don't know why I deserve to have to do a video. Anyways, we are now waiting on the pipeline to finish. You don't have to wait for your pipeline to finish. You can also close the application and go drink a coffee or a beer. But I think that would be kind of weird in this video, so I'm gonna wait. While we wait, maybe I can go over some other features that we have. I could also do other things except upload a document. I could send a document via email. I could import it from Google Drive. I could also use one of our 2 SDKs. I could use an MCP. I could do an API upload. What else could I do? I could use N8N actually, because we have verified N8N nodes. So yeah, there's plenty of options on how you get your documents into Klaaro. There's equally many options on getting it out of Klaaro again. Anyhow, my document is now finished processing, and I can click on this really cute little button here and view the document. And what we have on the left is a PDF viewer, which shows our invoice, which has been AI generated because it's a test file for a demonstration. And I mean, it's an invoice, what do you expect? But on the right side here, we see that Klaaro built its own schema for invoices and actually extracted all the data correctly. We can maybe check some of them. It says invoice number. And here it says, all right, an invoice number. And now here I see that this matches exactly our Rechnungsnummer. Checking the data manually can be done. Doesn't have to be done. Klaaro is usually pretty good. But if you ever need to edit something, you can do this right here in Klaaro. You could also leave a comment for your teammates. I changed this because I am silly. And this way you would let your colleagues know why you changed the value that was extracted correctly to something false. If you're ever unhappy with the schema that the AI generated for you, you can manage your classes also in Klaaro. You could also import your schema from either sort or Pydantic or SQL data definition language. Really, similar to our many options of getting files in and out of Klaaro, we also offer many options to actually get your schemas in there. So if you already have a database up and running, you can get your database schema into Klaaro within like 5 milliseconds, I guess. You could also build a new class, or you could edit an existing class. If you go into the edit mode, it's pretty sick. You could use AI to edit it, because I don't like doing things manually. But if I use AI to edit it, then I don't have anything to show in the video, so I'm gonna edit manually like it's the 2000s again. I could rename the class, basic stuff. But also here we have actually a really cool schema editor. You have field names that you can edit. I could also rename this into something else. I could also edit the schema description. I could edit the type of the field. We offer a long list of types, and every type can come either as a scalar or as an array. So you can also do array of number. You can do objects, currency, percentages, everything your heart desires, and whatnot. And you can even like drag and drop in this editor to reorder your schema. It also works with object attributes, so I could drag this out of the object. And as a developer, I think this is personally pretty cool, because I don't like maintaining large schemas in JSON because it's a bit of a mess. And so we built this really neat editor. You can also edit some more things, like you can add examples and stuff, and you can set fields to be required or nullable, etc. Everything you might need. And then if you're a developer like me, you might ask, okay, great, I don't need to maintain my schema in a large JSON, but my large JSON has one big advantage, it's versioned. Well, so is Klaaro, first of all. So I can go into my settings here, and I can activate a feature that is called dataset versioning, and it's pretty cool. By the way, we don't have a save button in the settings because we autosave. And now I go into the invoices, and if I now say, okay, I added the invoice date to feature an unnecessary underscore, then what I will observe after I've saved it, I can't actually see the save button because my MacBook screen is in the way. Very professional setup. I also have spent no thought whatsoever on what I'm going to say in this demonstration before doing it. But you're now going to see that you're not on main anymore, but you're on a draft branch. We hash the entire schema, and we hash the pipeline configuration. So you still have the advantages of versioning without the burden of carrying a fucking long JSON schema around everywhere you go.